Tribute Speech by Jordan Blackie. It's not always a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Lucius Annaeus Seneca said this once, and it's a quote that did not go unheard. Not all of us are born great. In fact, some of us may not seem great because we aren't. And to some, that idea comes as too much of an obstacle to bear, and we simply give up on our search for greatness. For others, it seems as if they want to see how true an idea actually stands. They want to test if greatness is truly a matter of God-given talent or a matter of will, determination, and the will to be the best. No man describes this idea better than a man named Vince Papale. Vince didn't give up, and because of it, he would earn himself a spot on the Philadelphia Eagles roster playing professional football for 3 years. But how is this different from any other pro's journey to the pros? Well, Vince was a 33-year-old bartender, a city boy that didn't have much more than just a dream. But he would prove his greatness when he would go to an open tryout that the Philadelphia Eagles, a professional football team, would hold. And as a 33-year-old man, he would make the team, becoming the oldest rookie in NFL history. He would prove his greatness. He would prove his greatness to us all. And he would also prove that greatness is not only a matter of God-given talent, and it's not given to us, but taken. So today I will show how easy it is to see that such a man should be a role model to us all, because he showed with the right amount of determination, anything is possible. Imagine being fired from your job. Your girlfriend has just left you, and you're working at a bar to make ends meet. This is Vince's situation. And for most people, this idea is too much to bear. And once again, we simply give up. But not to Vince. Vince intended to prove himself. And when the Eagles had held an open tryout, he decided to go. And he decided to make the Philadelphia Eagles. He had the right mindset to prove that he would be a professional football player by the end of it. Vince showed up to this open tryout with the idea in his mind that many people did not, and that idea was that he would soon be wearing a Philadelphia Eagles helmet, playing alongside his heroes such as Bill Bergeny and Mike McDonald. In fact, in an interview later on in life, Bill Bergeny, at the time the team's linebacker, would say that Vince was the heart and soul of the team, even if he didn't play that often. And didn't play that often indeed. In fact, Vince would only play one play in his entire pro career. It was a 15-yard pass. That's it. But he also had another play, where he was a special teams player as the third-string wide receiver. Not a glorious position. But one day, on his third game against the Giants, he would return a fumble for a touchdown, and this fumble would forever be known as the fumble the Giants would never recover. After this, Vince was not heard from much, but he still lived his dream and worked very hard to get there, and would play for the Philadelphia Eagles for 3 years and is still in contact with them today. As if it weren't enough to prove himself as a tough guy on the football field, Vince in 2001 was diagnosed with choleric cancer and was again at a fight for his life. But once again, he did not give up and would beat this terrible disease, and would prove to everyone once again that with the right will and determination, anything could be done. After this, he became an avid donator to such a cause as choleric cancer and all other cancers. And to this day, through the Vince Papale Foundation, they've raised over $20,000 in the past 5 years. Vince now was not only impacting his life, but the lives of others. He became a source of inspiration to fight such a terrible disease as cancer. And it's acts such as this that show Papale's overall determination for greatness and his unwillingness to give up, even when faced with the toughest of situations. And faced with the toughest of situations he was. But it seemed that Papale, even in the worst, in fact, absolutely in the worst, he would perform his best. Because of his hard work and determination, and his excellent life story, a film was dedicated to Vince Papale called Invincible, an appropriate title for the story of such a man determined to succeed, that through all the people telling him that he couldn't, and all the terrible things that were happening to him, he did it. He lived his dream because he refused to give up. And he's, to this day, is invincible. Great men are not born, but grow great. Mark Puzo once said this, and no one to this day has proved this quote better than Vince Papale. He lived an NFL career and played for 3 years, coming from a bartender. He to this day is the oldest rookie in NFL history and remains a vital part to the Eagles organization. He beat cancer and started his own cancer organization for fighting such a terrible disease, raising over $20,000 in the past 5 years. Not only impacting his life, but proving as a source for all people as an inspiration. Vince is truly invincible and has proved his greatness to us all. And now he continues to prove that greatness, once again, is not given, but taken. Thank you.